for his whole life till now, and he will until the future, until the Battle of Armageddon. But he not only chose evil, he chose the dark, deep depths of Satan. Yeah. There's different levels of sin, different levels of darkness, different depths of Satan, as there is different depths of God. The Bible calls these levels the deep things of God. Yeah. And they're also referred to in the Bible on the other side as the depths of Satan. All right. So Obama, for his whole life, since a child, has been trained in the deep depths. Is that actually proper English? The farthest regions of darkness, more than anybody around today. All right. As a politician, anyways, that fits the bill for the New World Order. For this last job as the U.S. president. But just like not every turtle makes it back to the ocean. You know, the New World Order, you know, as their plans fall apart, they're left with, you know, maybe one of their half a dozen choices in these end times to lead the New World Order. And Obama is that person. And his sidekick is the Pope. So these people have been more than just dabbling. They've been breathing and feeding and walking. I'm talking about the Pope and Obama for their whole lives in satanic darkness. Yeah, they, if you go through school, you get your high school diploma, you go to college, if you go to, you know, an undergraduate type situation, what do they call it? Junior colleges, yeah. You get maybe an associate's degree, whatever. And then you go and you finish your, you get your degree somewhere else, and then you get your master's and your doctorate, all right? Years. In schooling to do this into the physical, natural realm of whatever. It takes the same years and years and years of training to get where Pope Francis is right now in the depths of Satan, and Obama. You could say they have their doctorates, all right, multiple doctorates in the New World Order and in
by Voting Rights Act that monitored elections in mostly southern states. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder did the opposite. He announced the Justice Department is targeting Texas, trying to force the state to get federal approval for any changes in its voting laws over the next decade. Holder spoke at the annual National Urban League Convention in Philadelphia.
It is the duty of today's Justice Department to continue monitoring jurisdictions around the country for changes that may hamper these voting rights.
Last month, just hours after the Supreme Court ruling, Texas became the first state to react by immediately implementing its new voter ID law. But Holder cited another court decision that found the Texas legislature's congressional redistricting plan discriminated against Latino voters.
In that ruling, the court noted that the parties, and I quote, this is what the court said, the parties provided more evidence of discriminatory intent than we have space or need to address here. This is a federal court that said that.
In Texas, reaction was sharp. Republican Governor Rick Perry branded Holder's move as an end run around the Supreme Court. He said, quote, once again,
and that's the Supreme Leader, Khamenei. He doesn't answer to any other government official or to any military general who may actually have more rank than what he has. And he's always on the ground influencing events. He is the #1 foreign policy instrument of the Iranian regime. He was in Lebanon 2006 when the Hezbollah pushed back on the Israelis and pushed them out of Lebanon. He began the program to train Iraqi Shia militia in Iran in 2 training bases, 2004 to 2008, armed them with an advanced IED device that killed somewhere in the neighborhood, depending on estimates, of 1 to 2,000 U.S. soldiers out of the 4,400 that were killed. He was on the ground in Syria, organizing the effort to push back on the rebels in Syria who had gained the momentum, and Assad was close to falling in the minds of many people. He organized that effort against those rebels and regained the momentum for Assad. And that just recently in Yemen, on the ground again with the Houthi rebels, organizing them, much like he did with the Hezbollah, to overthrow a U.S.-backed government.
This is remarkable stuff, General. I mean, the world's upside down. Iranian leads.
Sunni extremists. The Muslim world is divided into two. Sunni, Shiite. Saudi, Iran. Sunni, Shiite. Who are the Sunnis? Al-Shabaab, Al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram. Who are they? They are all Sunni extremists that have nothing to do with Iran.
Geraldo?
Funded by the Saudis.
If you follow the trail, you follow the trail right back to Iran.
If you're going to give me this absolute baloney about who's funding the Sunnis, that the Shiites are somehow funding the Sunni extremists.
I'm saying that
you
the Iranians are funding Hezbollah, they're funding Hamas, they're funding certain sects of Al-Qaeda. They're funding a lot of the people who are
the Iranians are funding
the bad
Al-Qaeda.
guys.
That's not true. Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab, Al-Nusra, Boko Haram,
You're telling
ISIS,
me different sects. You're not telling me where the money's coming from.
These aren't different sects. These are all Sunni Muslim extremists funded by elements of the Saudi royal family.
So you're saying,
proven and
you're saying the Saudis are a bigger threat to Western culture, Western civilization.